Fresh, you know what time it is?
Topic of the show.
Why are you feeling like that? Alright. Fresh is right. It is topic of the show. 15 minutes on the clock. Let's do it. The Nintendo NX controller and power. Now, I saw the Nintendo NX's controller, and I'm going to try to have a link in the description below so you guys can go see it too. Now, of course, yeah, it's a rumor, but they patent this. And the thing does look like a rear view mirror. Now, let me say this about the Nintendo NX controller. Like, if the touchpad was a screen, like, let's look at our DualShock 4s, right? On the PS4, that's the name of the controller. If that was a screen where it'll show TagStar, they'll show stuff, right? A screen like an iPhone or whatever, or an Android phone. Would that be smart to have there? Because I drop my controller constantly. I think that thing will be cracked by now. Even if you had put a screen protector on your controller, that would make it even heavier.
It's probably made with Gorilla Glass.
Oh, okay, makes sense. But still, at the end of the day, Gorilla Glass, that controller might be $70 then.
Hey, it is what it is. Look at the tablet. Look at the tablet. How much that costs? It's like $100.
Dang it, then it might be $100 for a DualShock 4.
I controller with a screen on it. That'd be worth it.
Let me say this about what if the screen? But what if the screen was the whole controller?
I was actually excited at the way the controller looked. I don't care what nobody says. I like that.
I don't know, like putting thumbsticks in the middle of the screen. Like, I think that's gonna be a little.
No, it's on the sides. Like, it's pretty good. I like it.
No, man. What if something happening behind your thumb? You gotta lift up your thumb and see some dude looking at you in the game world. Like, no, none of that, dog.
No, man. No, it's good. It's good.
Nintendo's gonna try their best to like not get behind the thumb.
Yeah, they're gonna have it like find the bad guy, and he's gonna be always behind your thumb, and you're like, where is he? And then you're gonna lift up your thumb, and he's gonna be right there with a knife stabbing you, and you see your light bar.
You got a blind spot. Come on now, like when you turn around in the camera, like you can't see behind your TV, like your come on, it's not like.
What you think that's what it's gonna be?
It's not like if you got a big enough TV, you can see more than a person with a smaller TV.
But you gotta get it's not like that, right? But still, at the end of the day, having things on top of your screen is defeating the purpose of a screen showing you the game. You know, like
it's an oval controller. All right, look. All right, what if they added handles to it? They added handles to it, and. like grips, like the DualShock.
That's gonna look like that one toy. Remember that shake and bop toy? You know what I mean? That one toy where you bop it.
No.
Boom, 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 shake it. Dun, 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 bop it. You know, that's how it's gonna look like. You
really think Nintendo's gonna be a bop it now?
Yeah, sad.
What? Look,
running out of ideas.
Games like Destiny. If they got Destiny 2 coming out on the NX, that might be a different experience on that console. You gotta understand.
Let me say this about Destiny 2.
We were talking about that was on the Wii U, like the Vault be on the screen, like the tablet. We had ideas about that, like you can actually organize your guns in the Wii U tablet controller without going to the Vault. Like that's good. What if they added that in the NX with that controller? So that's what I'm saying. Like it will be different experiences. Like when I played Black Ops 2 on the Wii U, it was a totally different experience from the PS3 version. Definitely.
You're right, but still. All I'm saying is with the whole Wii U controller scheme thing, gamers, we want innovation in everything we touch, right? We want, like, the DualShock 4 is innovation. Light bar, touchpad, speaker on it. Like, that's innovation, but that's subtle innovation, right? A crazy innovation. Now, look. Nintendo has started the trend on making controllers better than they normally are, right? Like, they have buttons that normally wouldn't be in places. Like, I would love to have like a scuff controller to where I can put the X and circle button on the DualShock 4 on the back of the controller so I can do stuff like crouch and aim at the same time. Like, think like that. Think like that. Don't put TVs on your controllers because you're watching the screen unless it's literally how they rumor it to be, a handheld, right? Like, if the NX is literally a handheld, then that makes sense. Like, if the NX is the next version of the I'm about to say DualShock 4. If the NX is the next version of the Nintendo 3DS, right? Then that would make sense. That would make sense. Like, okay,
It
you
wouldn't
want a
make
screen
sense.
on the controller because it's the Knicks DS, right?
That don't make sense.
If it's a handheld, it does.
Honestly, the first thing that I think of whenever I see the NX controller is like those 3D videos on Facebook and stuff like that in virtual reality. So I mean, I'd rather like drop money on like some sort of VR headset, like the new HTC Vive. Ooh, shout out to that, by the way.
Let me say this about
Rather
that.
than like this NX.
That thing is too expensive. You need a computer to run it. Like, that's expensive.
Yeah, I heard that you for the HTC Vive. Actually, I heard PlayStation VR is better than the Oculus. They put PlayStation VR number 2 behind the HTC Vive. HTC Vive, you need a well lit room and you need space to play it.
See?
You need a well lit room to play HTC Vive.
Well,
That's how the
It's
Connect
weird.
1 was.
I don't mean specifically like the HTC Vive, but I'm just talking like I would rather drop money on like a VR headset and like get that full experience rather than like the NX and just kind of holding the rear view mirror.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's that Christmas.
Let me say this, man. Look, in Nintendo, we can say all we want, but Nintendo are innovators. They really are innovators in what they do. Like, they were the first ones in the biz that really became house mark names, right? Like, guys know Mario, guys know Luigi, guys know what's that little dragon?
Bowser. Everybody knows.
No, not Bowser. The little Yoshi. Everyone knows Yoshi. Everyone knows.
It's a dinosaur.
You know Bowser too.
Yeah,
Bowser's a
Bowser
dragon.
too. He's a dragon, but I meant dinosaur. Okay, with a long tongue. But anyway, like I said, dude. Like I said, they're innovators. So if their controller is crazy, I just hope it works. But moving on from that, let's get to power.
No.
The NX is reported to be able to do 4K streaming already, and you talked about it earlier, and you said it's Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is rumored also to be on the NX, and the community manager on the Bungie side actually said that he debunked one of the rumors. There was 2 rumors. It was Destiny 2 will be on NX, and another Destiny game called Beyond Destiny will be on the NX, and they made fun of the Beyond Destiny part. They did not debunk the fact that they're going to put Destiny on NX, and if NX gets with Destiny, that's 3 consoles that's going to be able to play Destiny if they drop off PS3 and Xbox 360, if they drop off last gen. And
they should.
They should, but what if Destiny runs better on NX versus PS4 and Xbox One? And we already talking about this PS4K, right? Like, the PS4 can do awesome things and amazing things, but it's handicapped, I believe, because of the fact that the same game that's coming on Xbox is going to come out on PS4, and now the NX. The NX is going to actually force developers to make their game tailored to that console, because the NX is going to have it's not going to be no traditional way to play that NX. So Destiny will have to be custom made for that platform. And why would they do it? Because maybe if the rumors are true, the NX could do all games at 900p and 60. If that's true, then people are going to buy the NX. I will buy the NX if I can run all my games in 60 frames per second. Because I don't know about you guys, but 60 frames per second is beautiful to play.
Yeah, I agree with you. On that. The PlayStation and Xbox, they're gonna actually, be rivals when it comes to that, because when Sony and Xbox, they were still the PS3 and Xbox 360. Nintendo was the first ones to make a move as far as moving the next gen, and Wii U was actually running better than the PS3. So so it does make sense if they announce some type of upgrade for these consoles, all of them right now. So NX is coming out, so you already know Xbox One. Phil Spencer announced that about the upgradable parts for the Xbox One, and for the PS4 as well. I think that's what I think too. I think these consoles that we have right now, I think they should just add parts to it. Something that we can install ourselves to put in to make it run, rival with the NX instead of buying a whole new console.
Yeah.
No,
But they're not gonna do that, obviously, because they want to make more money.
And they don't want to separate. Okay. They don't want to separate the user base.
But I say next year, Raw. Definitely. Your whole dream about everything running in 4K when it comes to PS4 and NX and all stuff like that. For the PS4, definitely next year you'll see 4.5.
Let me say this.
Definite.
Sony can do it and not fail, and people might get mad, but they won't abandon them and jump on the Xbox. Like, why would you jump off?
Mhm.
If you're a console gamer, you're just going to look at consoles to jump on too. If Sony does this and people have a reason or a place to jump to, they will. Because I don't think people are going to jump to Xbox. And I'm sorry, Xbox guys. PlayStation 4 guys are not jumping over to Xbox because we're already used to just good everything, right? With graphics, frame rates, we're
Yeah,
just spoiled. I'm sorry, we're spoiled. Sony spoiled us, right? And I'm not
yeah,
saying Xbox isn't strong or whatnot. I'm just saying PS4 is stronger. And we're if anything, we're gonna look at NX because if NX is promised to be something that can do all games in 900p 60, I'd rather go into a console that do 900p
that's
in all
different.
60
Yeah,
versus Xbox maybe get the 1080p, but stick with the 30. And I say maybe get the 1080p. I stress on the word maybe. But like I said, you know what I mean? Like, for
yeah,
instance,
they
Star
can't even
Wars
get the
Battlefront,
1080p.
it's 900p on Xbox One. Like, that's a 2016 game. Actually, it's a 20. Actually, when Star Wars
15,
came out?
15 last
15?
year.
So that's
Yeah,
sad. It's a 2015 game and they can't run it right. Like,
yeah, that's what
I
I'm
buy
saying.
these.
Like,
I
so the
buy these.
NX power is
Yeah,
good.
go ahead. Yeah. So the NX, we'll look over at the NX before we look at Xbox. If that
Yeah.
becomes a viable option, Turtles, I want you to word in on this. Like, you think you think the NX power is going to threaten PS4 and Xbox One because they already saying rumors now that it's going to be stronger than the Xbox One. What do you think?
Well, I mean, this is a handheld console, right?
That's what they're
Like,
saying too.
well, I mean, I just feel like it doesn't probably have enough capability to do that. But since you're talking about running games like Destiny 2 and stuff like that, like
Hmm.
if they got more games, then I feel like it might dominate over the PlayStation 4. But I feel like mostly Sony's mostly got it under control. And so,
I think so too. I think
Yeah,
Sony
they
does
doing the
got it
most
under
right now.
wraps.
Yeah,
And I can't wait
they
till
doing the
E3.
most right
This is
now,
going to
man.
be the
Yeah,
biggest
E3.
E3 ever because there's so
No,
many.
whoa.
It has to be the biggest E3 ever because NX might get announced, PS4K might get announced, Xbox One might say, "Forget this system, we're going PC all the way." Like, and all their fanboys
Yeah,
just
you
start
right.
crying and throwing their
You right. See,
controllers
it's
at
gonna be a
Phil.
lot of. It's gonna be a lot. I can tell it's gonna be a lot of controversy in this E3. It's
It's
gonna be
gonna be
they're gonna
crazy.
come
crazy.
out with an actual Xbox 720.
They're gonna come out with
Oh,
Xbox 2. That's what it is. Oh,
they're gonna be like, I know you
Oh.
guys hate me for liking Uncharted 4, and this is Phil talking, and also talking about Xbox One wants to keep up with the times and being upgradable every year. But look, forget y'all. PC Master Race curtain drops, PC logos everywhere, and all the Xbox stands up and they just start throwing their cups and
yeah,
trash at them. And I can just
yeah.
see Phil blocking all of it, getting hit by it, but smiling at the same time, just smiling hard, like
Yeah, I
getting
don't
hit
know. I
by it,
don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know because last year E3 was the best E3 in history. Like that, PlayStation, man, they rocked the show last year. I'm sorry,
Let me say this:
they
Who
did.
look, we're gonna do our E3 predictions soon as we get closer to the event that happens in June. But
Yeah, I'm
just as
excited
a
for the
sneak peek,
NX though.
a sneak peek. Like, we got 1 minute and 33 seconds before we move on to our next and the
Yeah.
last subject.
Wait. Before we move on, NX, they said they're gonna reveal it at E3, right?
Man, that's what they're saying, but it's all a
Is
bunch of
that
he
true?
say,
Like,
you say,
oh
them
man,
say. But this is the question, real quickly. We got 1 minute left.
right.
Start with Turtles. Turtles, who you think gonna win E3? Nintendo, Sony, or Xbox? Just this is a sneak peek at what we're gonna talk about when E3 comes through on gaming
Well, on it,
episode, whatever.
PS 4.5 or the NX? Honestly, I'd say the NX though. Like,
You think Nintendo's gonna win E3 this year?
it's a brand new hybrid combination, but the
Mm-hmm.
PS 4.5 it's just a simple upgrade. I mean, there's nothing
Hey
really
man, 4K
wowie
is not a
about it.
simple upgrade, but it is simple for the PC Master Race people, guys. But anyway, fresh, real quickly, we got like 30 seconds left. Who's gonna win E3?
Developers or console?
Nintendo, Xbox, or Sony?
Sony, definitely.
Okay, Sony. Okay, and I'm gonna go with Nintendo. I'm gonna go with Nintendo this time around because Like they can blow us out the water, and I definitely want to play. I never owned a Nintendo console, right? We as a family owned one, but me myself as a grown up never owned and went out and bought Nintendo console. PS4 was my first PlayStation. I never went and bought a PlayStation. PS4 was my first PlayStation. I went and bought Xbox all the way back in the day, but now I transformed into a stronger mindset. Sorry, Xbox guys, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
PlayStation 4 is the way to go in the beginning. Get an Xbox One later, but now I'm really saying maybe never get an X. I'm just kidding, guys. But hopefully E3 puts the reason in our heads to buy it that day. Xbox really needs to show something that day, like it's out now, buy it. You know, they need to do something like that because, like, if they don't, it's over.
Yeah. I mean, you going with Nintendo. Remember, VR is like a new console too. Remember that?
VR is a new console. See what I mean? Who's gonna win E3? Who's gonna win E3? Did you just say Rage?
Well, Microsoft got to come out with that HoloLens. Oh,
no, it's a New Age.
New Age. Oh. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm looking at Nintendo. Everyone likes new stuff, and Nintendo is already a hallmark name. You know, everyone knows. Yeah. But I'm just going with Nintendo because I want Sony to have competition. I don't want Sony to look at Xbox and say, "Ha!" You know, I want Sony to look at some competitor and say, "Okay, let me strap up." You know, I don't want them to laugh no more. I want Sony to get.
Oh, you know what? I ain't gonna say it. Listen, we can save it for another video. But Nintendo do got free internet. They always have. And if Destiny 2 come out on NX, that's gonna be ridiculous.
It's over.
Free internet? You ain't gotta pay nothing.
Not free internet. Free. You don't need to pay to play online.
No, I'm saying like free. You don't
Internet's
gotta pay
not free.
Online. That's what I mean.
Okay, but anyway, that's all she wrote for that. I know what you're talking about. What you say, Turtle?
That ain't gonna happen with the NX, cause like before PlayStation and like PlayStation 3, it had free internet, but like whenever the PlayStation.
So you think they're gonna have they're gonna charge you for playing internet?
Yeah.
If they do that, then it's over. They missed their chance. Because think about it, you know what I mean? You'll have more people buy your console if you find out, hey, I can play Destiny 2 without having to pay online. I just need to, like, wow, my internet just has to connect to Bungie servers and we're playing their games? Like, wow! That's what PC does, you know? Our internet connects to the servers of the developer. We don't go to Microsoft and say, hey, can we connect to Bungie servers? Like, and Microsoft, like, sure. No, PC, you just go straight to the developer, no middleman. So that's
$400 price tag.
Look, they better do it. And you're right, Turtles. And you're right, Turtles. Actually, no, not. You're right, Fresh. That'd be killer. That'd be killer. But let's move on to the next subject. And like I said, guys, if y'all still with us, drop a like on the video. Also support my boys' channels. Link in the description below.
Oh man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all all excited about Division? Son, Wildlands is gonna be the game that goes against GTA. Like Division goes against. Let me say this: Division goes against Destiny, but Wildlands is gonna go against GTA.